You know what we're going to try to do for you today? We're going to try to razzle and dazzle and smazzle and sgazzle you. All those azzles. It's an episode with no guest, but a quick 15-minute one. I'm going to do a drawing called the Cryptic Collab. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? Stop what you're doing and listen.
DOD 45.
This is the DOD 45 show, drawing over discussions 45 minutes with a special guest. Welcome. I'm your host and resident artist, Ty of Art by Ty, and with my co-host, Adrian Taiwali'i, we're having conversations with people who I admire and am inspired by. On this episode, there will not be a guest, but I'm still going to do some drawing, but only to a 15-minute timer. So stay right here with us to experience some laughs and maybe even learn a thing or two.
DOD 45.
Greetings, humans. Greetings, other galaxies. Greetings, different times in the timeline. From whatever moment you're in this timeline, greetings to you. Welcome to another episode of the DOD 45. Are you frozen? Oh, you were not frozen. I did think you were frozen there for a minute. Welcome. Hello, Adrian.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm real good. So happy to be here right now.
Well, I'm happy that you are here because I just couldn't do this on my own.
Yesterday you told me we weren't doing it, and then this morning you said we were doing it, and now it's the end of the day and we're doing it.
I know, and I didn't even shave or anything, but I figured, you know what? Let's just keep episodes going. So we'll just do something short today, and we'll do something short again. And the reason we're doing that, you already know, but for anyone that watches or listens, we have a very busy Art by Ty schedule coming up. We have a bunch of shows lined up, so we're like going from weekend to weekend. We just have shows, so many shows, Art by Ty shows, and that's what pays the bills round this mug. So we have to do those. And the DOD 45 show is just an addition to being able to share the things that we do. Yes, I do understand all of that is probably not relevant to most people's lives, but because this is the Art by Ty DOD 45 show, our business, I was just mentioning where we are, where we're going to be. So I was trying to point out where we're going to be. Hopefully you'll come see us at shows. Today's going to just be short, 15 minutes. I'm going to set a 15-minute timer, and I'll do some drawing, and I'll try to talk about some things. Hopefully they won't be a total bore for all of you. But I figure we ought to have something going so that every Wednesday that the episodes air, you'll at least have something that you can check in with us, and you'll feel like it's a continuation. So timer set. Well, shit, I don't want to set the timer just yet. Here's what we're going to do on this episode. I'm going to do a drawing. Since it is drawing over the discussions, should be drawing while we're having a discussion. This is a thing called the Cryptic Collab that I didn't create this game. What do you say these things called, Adrian? This game that I'm about to do for our drawing?
Exquisite Corpse?
Yeah, that's what most people know it as?
Yeah, you came up with
I came up with the Cryptic Collab title. So basically what it is it's a piece of paper that's folded into threes. I had my kids do, so what you're doing, we're drawing something. I haven't looked at what they drew, so on this drawing, I don't know, maybe my son drew the legs, and my daughter drew the torso, or vice versa, and I'm going to be drawing the head. I don't know what's underneath there. I'm just going to draw the head, and we'll see what happens. I did this, I used to do this a lot with the Art by Ty. I'll probably bring it back. It was fun, and so this was how I do collaborations with other artists. So just so I can show some images of them, the past artists that I've done this collaboration with, I'll name it, I do it with two other artists, each collaboration. So one of them was with Sean Koss and Tyler Lamp. Another one was with Kevin Esslinger and Keith Kay. Another one was with Daniel Grissom and Kelly Clink. Killer Artwork, I think he goes by. Another one was with Steve Belmarsh and Leaf Johansson, or Leif Erik Johansson, another traveling artist. And then another one was done with Josh Olivieri. How do you say his last name? Do you remember? You do, well, and McConney. And that Josh is the one that we met in Denmark. Remember? He was the artist that was there at the gallery before we got there. His name was Josh. Shoot. But do you remember him?
I think I just remember Grisk.
No, we never met
Denmark.
Grisk.
Yeah,
But
we did. I mean, we went into a shop.
He is a graffiti.
bunch.
Grisk is a graffiti artist out of Denmark. But yeah, so Josh was the artist that was brought over from the United States to be that. Remember, he was a brown-haired guy.
Oh, that's right.
He does a lot of live drawing for
I
like
do remember
Wu-Tang
that.
shows and stuff. But he's not online anymore. So anyway, those are people I did collaborations with. And while I was saying that, if you're watching the visual version, I was showing pictures of those. What Adrian had the idea when we do the Strange Famous Fest episode, maybe we'll have those guys, all the art, everyone of the Strange Famous family, do when they sit in with us for just a minute, do a one of these. So it'll make more sense when I'm finished with the drawing. Okay, let's. I'll get started on drawing. I'm drawing the head.
Are you taking a break?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. You know what? Let's do a couple of song shares and then take a break. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Here are my song shares, and you have them right, and you have them in front of you. For this episode, this song is called "Nothing Is Safe" by Clipping. I'll go out on the record and say I'm not a huge Clipping fan, but something about this song gets me going. You can start it playing anywhere in there. You have to share screen.
This is it.
Everyone safe and sound, this how family do. Only homies around, everyone here is crew. Something foul in the air, something feeling askew. Wind is in the pipes, it's that whistle calling for you. Don't holler, it's cool. Windows boarded and sealed, doors are bolted and locked. Product cooking on pace, weaponry fully stocked. Bodies sleeping in shifts, other bodies keep watch. Bullets of an antibody cop running up in the spot. The pop, drop, the lights are drop low. Something shot from the trees. Went straight through the front door.
So that's one of my songs. Are you a Clipping fan?
No. I mean, I don't know.
Who is he? Anyway, is he the guy from?
He's Lafayette from that play. I can't remember what that's called. Hamilton.
Hamilton. Okay, there's my one, and then the other song that I'm a big fan of is this. It's a song called "Wormlands," spelled WYRMLANDS, and the group's HMLTD. Home Limited? Shoot, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about these guys, but this song's been on my playlist for a little bit, and I don't know. It's like it's this really cool, wild jazzy, metally. Oh, I don't know. You'll hear it. Check it out.
This is Wormland!
What do you think? Is that something that music that you think you'd do?
I don't know. When it's accompanied with a video like that, I don't know.
The video's not your flavor, right?
Very cosplay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantasy.
There's something really cool about that song. I don't know. It reminds me of my friend Jeremy Nielsen's band, Vein Melter. But without, they didn't have vocals. But anyway, all right, those are my two shares. Do you have any songs you want to share?
I wasn't prepared
Okay.
for anything.
All right, well, let's
I
take...
guess maybe you could, one song I always like Milo, that chocolate almond milk. I don't know if that's what it's called.
I can rebuild Castle Grayskull from a pile of dirty laundry. Pretty sure that'll keep those pesky demons from haunting me. I'm the logical conclusion to the reading rainbow generation. Maybe I'm LeVar Burton. How can anyone be certain that they're not LeVar Burton? I rep those 4 eyes like Geordie LaForge. I swallowed a gorge of anguish, then I painted portraits which undersold on Craigslist. I've never begged for my life, I'd never used my last wish. I've never been an ass kiss. I've broken my fair share of mattresses by jumping on them, doing backflips on them, and pretending they were trampolines. I'm a nasty rapper.
By Milo.
Yeah, and I think that Milo, sorry, my earring hurts, reminds me like he could be, sorry, I wasn't ready for this today, George Keaton. Like they could be the same person to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, that is interesting. They don't look anything alike. Maybe, I don't know, something, the vibe they give you or something.
Yeah, it just seems like he could have a pet pigeon, Milo.
Huh.
Well, I know it's not Milo. I don't know who he is.
Rap Fiera.
Rap Fiera.
Well, also, and so people who don't know, George Keaton is an artist out of Chicago, a friend of ours, and he's a really great artist. We have a really awesome piece of his hanging in our Hannibal home, and I'll share a picture of that right now so you can see it. And I'm hoping to do a show with him in Chicago sometime again soon at the Jackson Young Gallery. So cool, I'm glad you shared that. Hey, let's just take a real quick break, then we'll be back for a 15-minute quick little drawing session. Whether you're bored with us or not, you may end up liking what I draw, so you can stick around and see what happens there. We'll take a real quick break to say thanks to our sponsors, and so they get a chance to speak, and then we'll be right back.
DOD 45.
Hot sauce. We're real thrilled to have partnered with Hob Sauce for 3 simple reasons. Their hot sauce is delicious, the owner and creator David is a solid dude, and they collaborate with dope artists for their labels, including myself. Boom. Amplify your favorite foods with their award-winning flavors. Head over to hobsauces.com to get yourself some absolutely delicious artisan hot sauce. Hit it, Bobby.
Have sauce, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Put it on your food.
Hot sauce.
This is flyover country. No one's expecting much from us. In fact, no one's expecting anything at all. The coast probably think we're in Walmart right now. Great deal on 5, by the way. Instead, here we are making plans. Big plans. Because in a city where people do so much with so little, what could happen if we gave them more? More beauty, connections, perspectives. This is your chance to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Something that's made of brick, concrete, and steel. But also for blood, sweat, and soul. Something that can only be possible in St. Louis. Because when no one's expecting much from you, you can do anything. Our city deserves something epic. Long live Laborious.
Check out our new partners, Brim of the World, a.k.a. Seek, Conquer, and Destroy, a.k.a. Aliens Built Earth. Show them some love and treat yourself right to a new wardrobe or some new headgear. And I'm not talking about braces headgear, I'm talking about hats. Check out all their gear and links at brimoftheworld.com. Hey, real quick, my friends, my art is available for purchase at artbyty.com. So if you like what you're seeing or you want to support the DOD 45 show, the best way for you to do that is to pick up a print or an original at my website. If you're not quite ready to buy, but you still want to help out, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you stream from. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Art by Ty and engage in the comments. That goes a long way. All right, enough already. Let's get back to the show.
DOD 45.
Okay, welcome back. All right, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna do a drawing. I'm just gonna set a timer for 15 minutes, and we'll see what happens there. Well, I don't really have anything that I wanted to discuss per se. So I was wondering, would you want like a story? Want me to just start with something and see where we get, Adrian?
Me?
Yeah. Well, how about this? So the other day I posted a video while we were at a show. We were at a hotel, and we have cameras around the gallery and stuff. And the Ring camera was dinging me. We were in the hotel room, and I was watching these people who live near around walking their dogs, and it just like totally, the dog just shit right in front of my door. And I was waiting while we were in bed in the hotel room, and I was just watching my phone and watching that dog, and I was thinking, should I just like turn on the microphone, because you can turn on the microphone and the camera, and I was gonna yell to him like, hey, are you planning on cleaning that shit up? But everyone in the hotel room was asleep. You and the kids were asleep, so I didn't do it. But then I got home. When we got back here to the gallery, a couple of days later, I was going into the gallery, and I almost stepped in that dog shit, and it reminded me that, oh yeah. So I posted that on Instagram and Facebook, and the algorithms in Instagram and Facebook have changed so much. Like, I'm not getting the same engagement as I used to get before. Like, if you go 1 year back from 1 year today and look at a post that I posted probably today, there was stuff like 1,000 or more likes, views, whatever. Now, if I post something, I even got more followers and appreciators. That now, like, I get like 30, 40, maybe 100. But then with this post, because I said something like, what my point I'm getting at,
said something negative, so
it was something,
more.
Yeah, so it was kind of negative, so everyone started piling on, and it just got shared more and more, and then like it's like I don't know. But yeah, the end story to it is there's not an end story. I was gonna say something. I wrote a note and posted it on my door that said, if you're gonna let your dog shit, at least clean it up, or something like that. And then that night after I posted that, we were going to go for a walk, and I walked down the street and saw the kid with the dog. Or I saw the dog. I recognized the dog from the video. And then I went down the corner to go say something. And it was just a young kid and his dad, and they looked kind of down and out, And so I don't know. I went in there I was going to lay into him, and I just didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I pet the dog.
Here, you should be happy that people are walking their dog.
I think that's
enough.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling about it. I was like,
people around here have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are kind of down and out. So, while that doesn't give anyone the right, I think sometimes people don't realize that. We've had this discussion before where when you have bigger problems in your lives, things like litter or stuff like that aren't on your radar. You don't think about them because you're like barely getting by to feed your family and all that. So I didn't say anything, and I pointed that out on that post. I like commented on someone. Someone was like, well, how are they ever gonna learn? And I agree. How would they ever learn? But yeah,
just to grow up. He's like, what'd you say? He was like 13.
Yeah, but he was with his dad too.
Yeah,
and
but not on that video. He wasn't. He was with his sister.
No, but I have seen his dad walking that dog too. And but oh well. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things.
I'm just shocked that they're walking their dog.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. But the reason I really was bringing it up was because it was just wild how much interaction that got on my social medias, because of those new.
Yeah, they just like to share controversial or negative things.
Yeah.
It seems like, or if you want to pay to boost your post, if you're sharing like your art or something that you're promoting.
Yeah, I think that's what they want you to do. They want you to pay money,
especially if you have over a certain amount of followers. Because I have a lot of friends who have under, and I see all their posts, but yours don't come up too often on mine.
Yeah, because they want me to pay for boosts or something, probably. Mm-hmm. Anyway, hey, some things that are coming up, or that we're going to be doing. I saw that, or we just got tickets for King Cruel to go see King Cruel at the Masonic Temple in Detroit, Michigan. Right, and that will be right after our show in Ann Arbor. So we'll have already been there. We'll already be in Michigan at the time. So,
right, the next day. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I love him.
Yeah, that should be a cool show. I don't know what it means for a show to be in the Masonic Temple. It must be like a concert venue or something. But that looks like that's going to be something fun for us. We also got tickets to go see Jimmy Carr in October. I'm excited for that. I'm a big fan of Jimmy Carr's. So yeah, all right. Want to hear a story? Well, it's probably what?
You're frozen again.
You're frozen.
Oh, now we're both frozen.
So, yes, I guess who knows what the reasoning is, but I get this pinched nerve in my back, and it like really just breaks me down. It's not anything like what B. Dolan was dealing with,
no.
but I can't. It's just ridiculously painful, and even if I feel like I'm pretty tolerant to pain, but it's like one of those back nerve pinches that even if you're the strongest man in the world, I can't move. Like I can't
pick up your socks.
Can't do anything. It like literally just shuts me down, which sucks. So I had the back pain or the back thing happening while we were at a show. That sucked because I couldn't lift anything. And just standing at a show is a nightmare. So yeah, my back was out. That sucked.
Luckily, the kids were there to help me load the van.
Yep, our kids are good little helpers. I think. You know what? We went and had some friends of ours in Hannibal. We're having lunch and having a couple of drinks and messaged me yesterday and said, hey, come down, have a drink. They're moving back into town. And, oh, yeah, I guess it's their story to tell. Well, they've had, interactions? They've had, both of them, they're married and have 2 kids, but both of them have had a connection? What's the word I'm looking for? With ghosts?
I don't know.
Have had a sighting or not a sighting,
an
experience with ghosts. I'm not a believer of ghosts, and I've said that before on the show, but I've seen things that are inexplicable, and I know people tell stories all the time, but these 2 aren't the types to tell lies or like, you know, try to say things for people to go like, oh, you're cool. In fact, was it what's the TV station?
Are you sure this is a good idea?
It was. I was rocking. What's the name of that TV or the network? Our friend Bob, he had a bicycle shop here in town, and they're caught on video was like an inexplicable ghost like thing, right?
Yeah. Inexplicable?
Yeah, but one of the networks, like Nature, what's that fucking network? Nature.
I don't know. The Animal Planet?
Is it Animal Planet?
I don't know.
Or Natural History Planet? Anyway, some TV network.
We haven't had actual TV in.
Okay.
Or I don't.
But you know there is a network, right? We don't watch this, but there was a network that did a story about ghosts in Hannibal, Missouri, and they interviewed his story about a ghost thing. Anyway, they've recently had a whole thing going on, like an Amityville horror kind of thing. But I was going to tell that story, but I just decided, you know what? There's only about 3 minutes left on this timer, so I'm not going to tell that story. 15 minutes is so short, so we should be able to just real quickly, like, say some funny stuff to get you to laugh while I do a quick drawing. It's like, but I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't seem possible. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what I end up drawing here. All right, there we go. That's it. That's all the time I give myself to do the drawing. So let's have a look to see. Like I said, I don't know what my kids drew. I call this thing Cryptic Collab. So.
Oh, maybe that's the song you should share by Watsky, the Exquisite Corpse song. That also has clipping in it. David Diggs.
Well, I'll share that song in the next episode. Look at what the hell? Okay, there you go. There's the drawing from today's episode. I drew the head. Let me just shade the neck here real quick. Well, maybe that's what I can do for next. Oh, I know what happened on this. So when you fold the paper, there's lines for the neck and lines for the legs. That's so you don't see what the other people draw. But so you know where to line up. Well, my son, he drew the middle part here, but when he was drawing it, he drew it upside down. Oh, he's funny. But like, he had it pretty much all the way drawn, and he's like, oh, I think it's upside down. I was wondering why his neck was so wide and his waist was so small. So he kept with it, and there you go. There's the drawing. So my son drew this middle part, and my daughter drew the bottom part. And so the idea of it is, you try to. It's supposed to be one creature.
Sit your ass down. Have some respect for yourself.
But I'm going to do a real quick shading on this and finish up with a couple of small little things, and then we'll get you out of here and see you at the next episode. The next episode will be probably the same as this episode, a little short 15-minute thing, because we're on the road and we don't really have time to bring in a bunch of guests. So I can say there are guests that are coming up are Meter Maids, Trademark, and there was
2Mex.
Oh yeah, so after the episode with Sage Francis, while we were watching the live stream, there's this dude Craig, he goes by Longhair 5150 on there. He was watching the episode on the live feed and was kind of talking, and he was like, hey, when I asked Sage Francis in the episode, I said, who should we get on the show that you think would want to do it? And a lot of people were kind of commenting in the live feed. And Longhair 5150 said 2Mex. And I said, I have reached out to 2Mex. I'd love to have him on. He's actually one of the guests that we get the most requests for, him and LP. Anyway, Longhair 5150 said, I think he said 2Mex, right? And I had mentioned, I've reached out to him and I'd love to have him on. And he was like, oh yeah, he's like literally like one of my best friends. I'll reach out to him and see. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Usually when people say that, it's cool. Like they mean it well. They mean it. But it, sometimes it doesn't happen with people's lives and all that. Anyway, the episode ended, and nearly probably 2 minutes after the episode ended, I got a text from AWOL1 that said, yo, I just gave your phone number to 2Mex. Hope that's all right. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I've been wanting to have him on my show. About 5 minutes after that, 2Mex called me on the phone and said, hey, my boy Craig told me to reach out to you. So it was like what really happened. And I was like, I said, dude, we'd love to have you on the show. We've been wanting to have you on forever. And he said, yeah, I'd love to do it. So we're going to be having 2Mex on as well. And it was just cool how that happened, how people, said, yeah, let's make it happen. And they really called. So we'll have more of who's going to be on and stuff like that as the days come on. We've got a busy schedule, like you heard. Here's the drawing from today. Thanks for joining us. We'll keep these real short when there's not a guest to talk to. We'll be back next week with another Cryptic Collab drawing and a quick story or two. That's it from us. Adrian, you have any first words or final words?
I told you before we came in, I have nothing to say. I've been busy all day.
All right.
Sorry, I have nothing.
Well, from all of us here, one thing I want to get back on saying is make sure you don't follow us on Twitter at the DOD45 show. Because I don't know, that was like a thing we were doing early on in the show where I'd have no Art by Ty had no followers on Twitter, and I was like, don't follow me there, trying that reverse psychology. I think I closed the Art by Ty Twitter account, but then Sage talked me into opening up a DOD45 Twitter, and I don't get on there a lot. That's hard to. I don't know how to do all of these. Anyway, don't follow the DOD45 show on Twitter. How's that? Okay, from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy drawing, happy conversing, and thanks for conspiring with us. We'll see you next week. Peace.
DOD45.
Thank you for joining in on yet another episode of the DOD45 show. Please hit the subscribe or follow button so that you never miss an episode. You can even go one step further by leaving us a review on the YouTube stream or on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever it is that you stream our show from. You can find me at Art by Ty on all the socials or at artbyty.com. And if you'd like to follow the DOD45 show on social media, we're at DOD45W on Instagram, or you can go over to our website at DOD45.com where you can shoot us an email, join our mailing list, and watch all of our past episodes. Consider joining us for a live chat on the YouTube premieres of episodes every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Peace.